Good day everyone, this is Ed. For today's video, let's check this wonderful endgame. Is it a win for white? Is it a win for black? Or a draw game? You may pause the video if you want to analyze it more. This is a crazy and wonderful endgame that everyone should know. Before we solve this one, let me discuss what is the expected answer for this specific endgame. We need to do the opposition. This is white to move, and currently black is opposing the white. And what is opposition? Before we continue discussing about this one, opposition is the square or squares away between two kings. I gonna give you example. This is called opposition with one square away from each two kings, or 1, 2, 3 away from each two kings, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squares away from each two kings. Meaning, opposition is the squares away between two kings with odd numbers 1, 3, and 5. So if the king is facing each other but not odd number, that is not opposition. So opposition is the square or squares away odd number. Okay, let's go back to our endgame puzzle here. This is a good puzzle to solve. You have to find the right timing for white king to oppose the black king. So right now, if you're gonna try to attack this pawn on c6, black will just protect and oppose the king. How? Let's say king d6, attacking the two pawns. Black will just simply move on king b6, opposing the king with one square away from each other. And now let's say I gotta go here. Black will just simply opposing the king. So let's go back a little bit. So every time you are being opposed, you are forced to move away. If you are opposing your opponent has to move away, and you have the right to stay and dictate the timing of the battle between two kings. So once again, if you want to think more, you may pause the video. Where is the perfect square for the white king to oppose the black king? If you are ready, let's go for it. King f5. You have to move a little bit away from these pawns to make sure the next move is white opposing the black king. So, since black cannot do anything but king to move, two squares available for this king. So, let's go first on a6. What is the best move of white here? Opposition, where? King e6. Earlier, black is opposing the white king. This time, white king is now opposing the black king. 1, 2, 3. So, black to move. Let's say go here. King here. And king e7. Opposition. Let's say king going here. That would be a huge problem because of the king d6 attacking the c5. Let's continue. King b5 going here, and king c7, king b4 attacking the a4. So that's a huge problem for black. So after of king e7, let's go back. King a6. Now, if you're gonna oppose the king, that would be a draw game. So what white would do? If you gotta go here, black will just oppose you. If you will go here, black will just oppose you. The reason why you move away is to make sure you are the one opposing the black king, not the other way around. So where is the perfect square of white here? How to continue the momentum you have gained by opposing the black king? By moving king d8. This king cannot oppose you just like that because it has a rank away from each other. So let's say king b7 and king d7, king b6. You could go where? King c8, king a, let's say king a7, and here king c7. Harvest time for white king. So what if, let's just go back. What if I oppose the king? After the king c6, what if I move here? Same thing though, king b7, and then you can capture that one, king c7 and king b4. Same idea. It's like after of king d8, let's go back here. So after of king d8, black is hopeless. So let's just wait. For example, black would go here. This is a quick game over because of the king c7. So let's go back to our original position. Here, black is opposing the white king. But after of moving king f5, black cannot do anything. Earlier, we moved king a6. Why not king b6? I want to go king b6. I want to make sure I have my way out confronting this white king. White will just simply go king f6, opposing, let's say, king c7, king e7. Now, white is opposing and forcing this king to move away. Let's say king c7, king b7, king e7. Same idea though. King b6, king c8. Or you can just go here capture. But the easy way to harvest these two pawns is by going king c8, king a7, then king c7. Harvest time. Game over for black. If you want to win an endgame, especially for this kind of lock pawn, king versus king, the battle of timing, you have to find a right timing to oppose your opponent.